Good. Hi, everyone. We are live. So this is going to be a single bell and then a double bell long cycle tutorial and workout. So grab either your single bell. If you don't have pairs, that's okay. You can just continue to work with the single bell. And if you have pairs of the same weight, let's go with that. All right. So let's start the warm up. If you want to take your sneakers off or your shoes off and warm up without any footwear, that's a good idea. I'm going to leave my footwear on for the warm up because I just want to save time. All right, let's push this back so there's a little more room. Good. Okay, so let's start a warm up and then we'll get into it. And I'll check in periodically. If you have any questions, we'll get them all answered. So for long cycle or jerk, you want to wear shoes, lifting shoes, because you want to be able to push your body against the force of the earth. So it's really important that you not wear just sneakers. And in kettlebell sport, you cannot wear or use bare feet. So we typically use lifting shoes, all right? So if you want to pursue kettlebell sport going forward, I suggest you get a pair of lifting shoes if you don't already have. All right, let's come into a quadruped position, hands and knees, so we can mobilize the spine with the breath. So your hands are under your shoulders, your knees are under your hips. Push the ground away, curl your spine, tuck your tail under, look to your navel, exhale. And reverse, tail up, face up, inhale. Curl, exhale. Inhale. Exhale. The movement follows the breath. Take your time. Exhale. Inhale. Two more. Exhale. Inhale. Again. Inhale. Good. Now just come into a tabletop position. And let's circle body around. So you're getting some hip flexion as you send your butt back. Circling. One more time. And let's go the other way. So if you're just joining, this is a single and double bell long cycle workout and tutorial. One more circle. All right, tabletop again. Let's reach opposite arm and leg apart, hold through your center. Other side. Reach, bird dog. Push energy through the heel. Reach through the fingers. And extend. Other side. Extend. One more. Good. All right, coming on to your back. Let's go with bridges for 15. Okay, lifting up and lower. One. Up. Up. Lift. Lift. 10. Let's go 5 more. One more. Good. And then straighten out one leg. And let's push through the foot on the floor for 10. Single leg bridge. Push. Three more. And change sides. Lift. 2, 3. Push. 3 more. Good. And now let's come into dead bug. So reach your arms to the ceiling with your palms facing each other. Lift your legs, your knees and hips are at 90 degrees. Lock your lower rib cage down to the floor. And as you inhale, extend your right arm back and your left leg Straight down toward the floor. Slowly exhale to bring back. Other side, inhale, pay attention to the lower ribs staying down. Exhale to bring back. Again, right arm, left leg. Exhale, bring back. Very slow. Other side. Two more each way. Right arm, left leg, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. X. One more. And last side. Good. And let's come back to quadruped. Tuck your toes and pick your hips up for down dog, getting a stretch in the calves, hamstrings, and lats. Push your chest toward your thighs, and now bend one knee, push the opposite heel down, and then change. Let's do this a few times. Bend and push, and change. Good. Two more. One more. Good. And then push both heels down. Lift your heels. Let's go for 8. Lift and lower. Lift. Push down. 3. 4. I'd usually be doing this without my shoes on, but I just want to save time, so I put them on for the warm-up. 3 more. Last one, push the heels down and bend your knees. Let's walk the hands back towards your feet, head heavy, and roll up. Okay, so if you don't have your shoes on now, put them on. Again, for competition kettlebell sport, ultimately we want Olympic lifting shoes so we can really use our ground force into the earth. But if you don't have Olympic lifting shoes and you want to use something else, something that's not too squishy or cushy, then wear that. So our objective with this lesson is to learn the elements that are going to give you endurance for long cycle. So long cycle is swing, clean, and jerk. So we want endurance. So if you compete, you can get through a 10-minute set at whatever pace you're doing. It could be 6, it could be 8 reps, it could be 12 reps a minute for 10 minutes, depending on the weight that you're lifting. So I'm going to show you how to do that for the purpose of getting more reps. That means your body has to be efficient. Your nervous system is going to go on and off, on and off, on and off, as opposed to high tension, where you're constantly on. All right, let's grab one bell right now. Let me make sure that you can all hear me. Everything is okay so far, and then we're gonna get into it. Okay, good. All right, so whatever shoes you have, put them on. I'm gonna start with a light bell. So the swing clean you may be familiar with. So you swing through the legs, comes up to the rack. For our purposes in kettlebell sport, when the bell goes back, your knees straighten. So there's this buoyancy in the knees. It goes like this. So give that a try. Buoyancy as the bell goes back, the legs straighten. Might take a little practice, might feel a little awkward at first, but this is how we can use our legs efficiently to get lots of reps. Now, with the single arm bell, single arm long cycle, when the bell comes into the rack, let me show you this way. You're gonna move your body over and bring this arm and elbow down into your obliques. Or if you can reach your hip bone, you're going to rest it there. You want to rest this weight on your body because you're going to launch the weight off of your trunk. So here, my pelvis is a little bit forward. My upper body is a little concave to make room for this weight. And my back is open, spread, right? So if we stand up fully and imagine that this is a dumbbell or a barbell, if we stand up fully, what's holding this weight is my arm. And my arm is going to get really tired very quickly. So we're not going to treat this kettlebell movement like we would with a barbell. So if this is a barbell and it's centered in my hands and I'm going to do a jerk, I'm here. My body is vertical and my arms are holding the weight. There's nowhere else for me to rest this weight. But fortunately, with the kettlebell, we can utilize our trunk. So when the bell comes to the rack, you're going to move over, sink your upper trunk downward to make room for this weight. So you should be able to hold this position for as long as you want, minutes at a time. Should be very comfortable. And from there, we launch the bell up, off of the body. Every time you come to the rack position, your arm gets a moment of rest, as does your grip. So let's go for 6 swing cleans each side, moving your body over, getting to that comfortable rack, and then we'll go through the breathing, okay? So let's bring it up for 6. Get over and rest. So there's no air under this elbow or this tricep. Again. Hanging out. Should feel very comfortable and easy. Two more. Let's swing switch, other side. Get your body over. So again, some people can't reach their hip. That's okay. You rest into your oblique. And if you're really serious about training to compete, you'll get a kettlebell sport, a belt. It's not really a weightlifting belt. It's specific to jerk and long cycle. And that will help to lift your abs, and then you can rest your arm into your obliques better. 2 more. All right, getting that sense of resting against your body. All right, so now let's go through the breathing. There are 3 cycles of breath for the swing clean. So do it with me. 3 cycles of breath. Sometimes I like to cue that there are 3 exhales. Exhale, exhale, exhale. Sometimes it's easier to think about the 3 exhales. And then people say, well, when do I inhale? I promise, if you think about exhaling on those 3 points, backswing as it comes out, and then in the rack, you'll always inhale. So think about either 3 cycles of breath or just 3 exhales, okay? So it's exhale, exhale, exhale. Getting the body over. 2 more. All right, let's try the other side with the breathing. I'm going to breathe loudly so you can follow me. Body over. Okay, and again, I'm going to keep saying it. Our purposes are for kettlebell sport, endurance. So I'm not gripping the handle. Once I bring the bell to the rack, my job is done. Now I'm going to relax here until I bring the bell overhead to the jerk. So we're not keeping tension anywhere. We are activating our nervous system on, off, just like all sports. Okay, so now let's go into the first dip. The first dip is our preparation, our springboard to do the jerk. So again, single bell first. We brought it to the rack position. We have no air under the arm. We've moved our hips over and the upper body is concave to accommodate this weight. Now the first dip is a hinge, as if somebody's tapping you in the back of your knees. So unlike a barbell jerk, we would go like this vertically. So our hips are going to come forward and our knees are coming forward, as if somebody's tapping you. And the arm stays on the body. Exhale. Let's go 10 more. It's small and springy. Two more. That's your first step. Very, very important that you get that, because that's what's going to propel the bell up to the jerk. So let's swing, switch, swing clean. Let's do that on the other side. Okay, here we are, resting the arm into the body. Back is wide. And now, just hinging. It's very small. Exhale. Five more. One more. All right. So now let's bring this bell up into the jerk position. So the jerk is where we're going to do that first dip, slow motion. Dip, drive, as the weight's going up, 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 you're going to get back under it. Then you straighten. That's where you get the rep. And then you'll come down. So let's just do a few jerks, and then we'll put it together with the swing clean. All right, you're in your rack position, nice and comfortable. And now, let's do one first dip. Now we're going to go up, first dip and jerk. Straighten. And then back to the rack. Again, one first dip and jerk. Straighten. Again, first dip. One more time like that. Now let's just do 5 jerks without the initial first dip. So let's do the full jerk position with the full jerk movement. So it's here. That's 1. 2. 3. 4. One more. 5. All right. Questions. We're going to go on the other side, but questions. Taking it step by step, okay? Hi. All right. Any questions so far? Are you okay? Good? All right. So let's go on the other arm just with the first step. Let's just do 10 more first step. Exhale. 5 more. One more. Now let's do one first dip, one jerk. 1. 2. 3. Let's do 2 more like that. So you get used to that first dip and then exhale. Jerk. 1 more. Good. Now let's eliminate that first dip and go right into 5 jerks. 1. 2. 3. 4. Last one. 5. So it's a lot of legs, a lot of leg power, quads, calves, and then the arms are moving the bell, but it's really because of your ground force through the legs, and then your arms are stabilizing for however long you want to stay overhead. So it's a lot of leg power. All right, let's go over the breathing for the jerk. So as we know, the first dip gets an exhale. And then as we go up, the under squat gets an exhale. Let's do that again. One more time. First dip, then we stand. That also gets an exhale. And then you bring it down. So all the parts of the jerk get an exhale. First dip, under, straighten, bring it down. Again. One more. Again, if you think about it as each part of the jerk gets an exhale, you'll always inhale. Let's try the other side that way with the breathing. Okay. Two more. One more. Good. All right, so now let's put this together with the swing clean, and then we'll go to the double bells. If you don't have double bells, then just stick with the single, it's fine. So let's continue. Swing clean, dip, drive, get under, straighten, and then back to the rack. All right, so let's go for 8 each side. Here we go. One. I'm going to breathe loudly. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 2 more. Breathing. 7. You won't be breathing this loudly probably, but I want you to hear it. Let's swing, switch. 7. One more. 8. Okay, good. Catch your breath. So there are 2 positions of rest with the long cycle. They are the rack position and overhead. So if at any time you want to take an extra breath, you need to rest, then you take extra breaths in the rack. Catch your breath. And then you go. And if you need to stay here, you want to stay here, take an extra breath. For your next swing clean, you can do that. All right. Let's go with double bells if you have them available. Now, the same thing applies that you're going to bring the bells into your space. You're going to widen your back, bring your hips forward, and rest your arms on your body, or if you have a belt. So you're resting your arms again. The only thing we cannot do with the double bells is lean. So we're going to be pretty much centered. So you're going to step back, bring the bells through, they come up. And then most people will layer the handles, one handle under the other, if you have a narrow frame. If you have a wider frame, you may not be able to layer the handles. They may be next to each other. That's fine too. But you want to bring the handles as close together as possible so that the bells aren't pulling you laterally. So as soon as I come up, this is my layered position. And then my hands are like this. So if you have a wider frame, you may be like this. This is okay. But you want to keep those bells as close together as possible so that they're not pulling you out, because that's going to tire your shoulders. Okay? So try to bring the bells as close as possible. You're not going to interlace your fingers. Just cup one over the other. So let's do a few swing cleans using those 3 exhales and bring those bells to the rack position. Okay, that is back, and let's go. 3 exhales, and we swing clean. One more. Okay, you're here. Now let's go with some first dips. Keeping the arms on the trunk, your pelvis is forward, your back is wide. Exhale. Five more. And rest. Good. Take a break. And then we'll go into the jerk. Breathing's going to be exactly the same as with the single bell. Okay, so you need to keep those weights on your trunk so you can propel them up off of your body. All right, so let's do 1 swing clean, and then we'll go into a few jerks, just the jerks. All right, here we go. Swing clean with your 3 exhales. Now let's do 1 first dip and then 1 jerk. Now jerk. Bring it down. First dip and jerk. First dip. Two more. One more. Got it? Okay, how are y'all doing? Any questions so far? Okay. So now let's put it together, double bell, swing clean into the jerk. Now, if you miss a breath here or there, you forget, don't worry about it. It takes a lot of training and it's a lot of coordination, okay? Just keep breathing. Don't worry if you don't get it all. Today, it takes a while. Okay, so the main thing I want you to think about is keeping those bells close to your body, making your upper back concave, your upper body concave, spreading your back, and then moving from your ground force off of your body. So you have the most efficiency possible. You're using your stronger legs and you save your arms from having to move those weights as much as your legs. All right, so let's go into 6 full long cycle and then take a break. Here we go. Swing clean. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. Good? All right. Now, let's go into a longer set. So let's go for 3 minutes, and it's going to be 6 reps per minute. All right, so every 10 seconds. I've got the clock. So we'll go for a pace of 6 reps a minute for 3 minutes. If you're on your single bell, I'll let you know when to change. So it'll be 90 seconds each side. Okay. Use your breath. And we're going to go for a total of 3 minutes. So let's start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, begin. 1. 2. Breathing. 3. Breathing. 4. 5. And 6. Okay, coming up on minute 2. Here we go. 1. 2. Breathing. Here we go. 3. If you're with a single bell, switch sides now. 90 seconds to go. 4. 5. Rest in the body. And go. 6. 1 more minute. Go. 1. Go. 2. 3 more to go. 4. Go. 5. Last one. 6. Good. Okay. Your accessory drills that you can do after the longer sets, your main training sets, would be holding the rack, or actually swing clean, like 20, 30, depending on the weight, just swing clean, using your hips. And then holding rack position for time. You can walk around, holding rack position, and then holding overhead position too for time. That'll be much shorter than you would in your rack, but holding for time is good for shoulder stability and endurance. Okay, so again, today is all about endurance training for kettlebell sports. You can get as many reps as possible in the allotted 10 minutes that you have. Good work. Okay, any questions, let me know. And follow me. I have 2 Instagram pages. The one that's dedicated to kettlebell sport and my training, my accomplishments, is at Kettlebells with Lorna. And then my other page is dedicated to fitness, general fitness for women over 40. And that's at Lorna Kleidman. I hope you'll follow both. Okay, any questions about long cycle? Everybody feels okay? You understand the breathing? You understand the rack position? Okay, good. Got a sweat on. All right, I will see you next month. And I hope you stay well. Enjoy the rest of your summer. All right, bye everyone.